Well, good day, everyone. This is Sunday night. It's about 10:30 or so. But here's the thing. I try to keep everybody apprised of the weather conditions that might arouse within the next 24 hours or what. And we never see how it's going to play out. But let's just show you this. Um, this is what they're expecting tomorrow in Texas. Um, is the orange area, red area, whatever there, according to the color you're looking at, is the enhanced. And so that's the place you don't want to be in severe weather. And then from there, you can see the other colors. I'll show them to you and exactly what they say. What they say is enhanced, slight, and marginal. So, what's going to happen today is a lot of people are going to get all up in the air about potentially bad weather. And so, with this enhanced slight and marginal area, you can see it goes into Oklahoma, Texas, whatever. So, it's a good thing to have. It's SPC, which is a Storm Prediction Center. All you have to do is type it in, and it'll tell you what's going on. So it'll tell you, we could have some very large hail, high winds, and possibly tornadoes. So that's the risk. Inside of those areas, generally, they say they can expand or shrink within 50 miles. Who knows? But what you need to do is don't get overly excited, but be prepared. Especially tomorrow in Texas, pay attention, um, so you know what's going on. Just be weather wise. Have your radio on the station that's broadcasting locally, so that you know what's going on. And that's going to be an important thing. But some of the things you're going to want to do is have a raincoat with you. Be prepared to be in a flooded area, maybe. We don't know. We never know what's going to happen until it happens, but just be prepared. And the other thing I tell people in the past, I keep saying it over and over again, but download Zello. I know you're tired of talking about it. I don't care. But it's one of those things that if you have communications with your family and they have it on, you can contact them at the push of a button. And you can set that channel for your family where only your family can get into it or friends or whatever. So you can lock it, block it, whatever. It's not a hard thing to do. I use it all the time. Use it for storm spotting. A lot of your storm chasers use it. So do other people. So it's a good thing to have. Um, One of the things that I would advise you to have tomorrow, again, a good hard hat. Something that you have goggles. That way, if your windshield gets busted out, you're not going to sacrifice your eyes and get cut. It's a good thing to have. This is something I keep in my truck all through storm season, along with those of us. Not all of us are, but I've got a ham radio that I can use to them. I'm a licensed ham operator. I've got another mobile in my truck, so the old rule of thumb is that one is none, and two is one. So if something happens to my vehicle, I I've got this. It's a backup. So it's a good way to communicate when all else fails. I'll tell you over and over again. Anybody that has a background in emergency management knows these things are invaluable in the end. Even if you don't have a license, just listen. You can get a lot of good information, but you can't use it unless your life is in danger if you don't have a license. And that's when all other communications fail. That's the big thing. So don't get yourself in trouble with this. But there's other things I'll tell you too. Um, get you a plastic bag. Yeah, I said once before, twice, and keep it in your vehicle because if your car gets flooded or breaks down, you run out of gas, something funky happens. Who knows? Maybe you get kidnapped by aliens. I don't know. Could happen. Whatever happens, happens. But if you have to get out of your vehicle, and walk, or just get out of the thing. Maybe it's flooded. I'm just saying, put your phone inside that Ziploc baggie. And those of you that are going to go, yeah, I know, you said that before. Well, you're going to be the one that needs it. And you can operate the phone through the baggie. So I hope you don't have to, but it happens more so than you think. It's always being prepared. One of the good things that you can do, and this is something that I show people all the time, I'm going to order a bunch of these guides from the state and give them out. Go around to churches, businesses, whatever, and try to get people prepared. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I've seen enough tornado damage in my life. I've worked tornado damage, as most of you know, during search and rescue, and it's no fun. So, had a lot of people prepared, had water. Maybe they'd have it, maybe not, but some is better than none. So, you don't know when the water's going to get shut off, or electricity. I'll just share a couple of other things with you. Storm spotting. My buddy Tim, love the guy to death. He's one of the closest people to me in my life. He gave me a pair of these binoculars. Actually, his mom bought it for him for Christmas. But what's really neat about these is that these binoculars take video. You can turn it on and see. I think it's a 10 power. Have to go back and read the manual. But these are really handy if you're going to get out and do any type of storm spotting, take video. I know there's better cameras out there, but these are handy, and well, you can video with them. So this is something that I'll have on hand when I go out. Probably another neat thing, I think I've showed people these before. This is thermal. It's called Seek. I think I paid probably $350 for it. It's used in search and rescue, so it's a good thing that have it charged this time of year if you have it. If you don't, maybe save some money and get it, but don't spend all of your money in one place. It's a neat thing to have it. It's thermal, but it also has a flashlight, so go outside, look for one of my dogs that's missing or whatever in the backyard in a clump of trees. So it's a good thing to have. There's a lot of things that you should have and keep handy dandy. Again, if you get into your cellar, well, we call them cellars, but your shelter, I guess. If you get into your shelter tomorrow, make sure that you text. Don't always call, because if the landlines are jam-packed, you're not going to be able to call. Sorry about your luck. I've seen it happen. I've been on those disasters. So send a text. A lot of times the text will go through, but the phone call won't. So just say, hey, I'm okay. Something short, simple, and sweet. Don't write a novel. It'll never go through. Just short, simple, sweet, to the point. And if you do that, you can get that message out there. But let people know. Make sure you have a plan with your family. If your neighborhood unfortunately gets wiped out, and I've seen it happen, folks, know where to meet, know who to call, have an outside contact at Aunt Mary's or Uncle Jim's or whoever's house, your brother, your mother, who, I don't know, but send a text to that person and say, hey, have you heard from anybody else? This is whoever. Just something simple, and Grandma, Mary, or whoever are going to get back to you and say, yeah, they're all at the 7-Eleven, 2 miles down the road on Western or whatever. So it's a good thing to do. Get things together, have a plan, be ready. Another good thing to have, I've said it before, is a whistle. It's a really good thing to have, because sometimes you just can't call out. I've got enough whistles in my vehicle. Well, I don't know how many, but probably 5 or 6. Rain gear, whatever. So just have those things together. And when you climb into your shelter, if that happens tomorrow, and you have a tornado coming at you, and and it's something like an EF4 or 5, a monster, have your gear with you, have papers with you that you need, all that stuff. But just be prepared. Make sure that you have what you need what you have. That's the best advice I can give you. So tomorrow, when you're looking at the SPC, and it's going to change overnight, I almost guarantee you that area is going to maybe shift more north or maybe south or east or west or whatever. I don't know. Happens all the time. They update the things, but you need the latest update when the weather starts. So you kind of know what's going on. Now, a lot of times these events are really played up. In my book, I can turn on the radio and put it on the WX station, and they're talking about it, and there's preparations for spotters to go out and this and that and whatever. You could almost buy into some hype for some people, but they're just trying to get people that might be involved and might do something if something happens. So be ready. Maybe talk with your emergency management. I gave you guys website before. You can go to your state's website and they can probably list things, or national, and they can list things for a preparation list. Again, I'll grab another one. This is something that I'm going to order from the state and take it out to give to people so that they can make their own preparations. And then again with these books, and probably something financially, I have some in the corner now, but something like this is a good thing to have. Instead of panicking, prepare, and that's the thing. Don't panic, prepare, and that way, no matter what happens, for the most part, you're ready, and you'll be more ready than you were in the beginning. But start setting things aside, and if something happens to your house, I've seen it there when things were destroyed, and it was amazing to me. This is Oklahoma, and people here live by the Oklahoma Standard, which came out after the Oklahoma City bombing. And what we did is we took care of one another, and you need to be prepared to take care of not only your family but others. So be there to help. Be here. That's Oklahoma way. It's what I do. Everything I do is at my own dime. I don't get any money from anybody, but it's what I do. And so I'm taking my time out to make this video so I can tell people and say, just get prepared and do the best you can. And the most important thing you can do in your life, I'm telling you, and I tell people this all the time, the most important thing you can do is love other people. And I always tell people, love God first, because if you really, really, truly love God, you can't help but love other people. So that's my buddy Clint. He's talking about the Moore Oklahoma E5. But that's the most important thing that you can do is love other people. And that's all I'm going to leave you with. And I love people. I love to help people. I love to give people the tools they need to be prepared. So anybody that's with a church or something like that, you need these kind of documents, let me know. Send me an email. There'll be an email on my video. I'll post it in the notes. Send it to me, and we'll either have some documents shipped to me, maybe have a conversation on the phone, or I'll bring it out personally, or if somebody needs to have a cert course taught, I'll come out and do it. And so, anyways, let me know, and let's do those important things. Let's love one another. Love one another. Thank you.